Hi everyone, my name is Shivani Tyagi, your philosophy and ethics teachers at Plutus IAS. So because you liked my series, so I'm continuing with that. So today we are going to study law. So when we talk about philosophers, so they are divided into categories like Descartes, Spinoza's and Leibniz, then Locke, Berkeley and Hegel. Now what is this categories? So Descartes, Spinoza and Leibniz are the philosophers who comes under rationalist philosophies, right? And these are the philosophers who comes under empiricist philosophy. Now what is this empiricism and rationalism? This is something new, right? So when we talk about philosophy, these are the two terms that you will be engaging in, you will be understanding. Now what are rationalism? Rationalism is something which is based on logic, which is based on facts, and empiricism is something that is experienced, that could be seen through experiences. We are understanding the reality, right? How we are touching, how we are seeing, and how did we understand that thing through our seeing and through our touching behavior. So meaning of empiricism, it's a Greek word taken from empiria, which means experience, right? So philosophy that focuses on experience as source of knowledge. So the source of knowledge is experience only. So according to them, if an object is existing, it could be seen or it could be understood through our experiences only. If I can see it, if I can touch it, if I can perceive it, through all of these things, I can know that yes, this object is existing. But if there is any other knowledge, it is refuted under this experience. Understood? Now let's understand rationalism and empiricism more deeply. So the source of knowledge is primarily a priori. Now what is a priori? A priori is something which is known before, right? So knowledge is primarily a priori, that is independent of experience. Human reason alone can lead us to certain truths. So you don't need another factor to know that knowledge. Suppose I can perceive this pen, I can see this pen, this is black color pen. So this is rationalism, right? So reasoning is alone, right? I can perceive this pen. What is this? This is empiricism, that through seeing I am understanding that yes, this pen is existing, right? In rationalism, truth are universal, they are accepted by everyone, right? They are necessary and self-evident. To prove them, you don't need any reasoning, you don't need outside variant. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4. This is universally accepted, right? No one questions it, and this is a truth which is universally known and accepted, and without any outside experience it is accepted by everyone. Understood? Then innate ideas exist, and reason can grasp fundamental truths like mathematics and metaphysics. So rationalism are the philosophers who believe that innate ideas exist. Now what is innate ideas? Those ideas which are existing in our mind before taking birth. So these philosophers believe that there are certain ideas which were existing from the starting only, since the moment we took birth, right? Few philosophers are there who believes that the existence of idea, for example, God was there, right? For example, there are few philosophers who believe that moral values, right? So these basic things which we understand about life, so these are innate ideas and they are present before. So this is what these philosophers believe in. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Mathematical truth, they cannot be doubted, right? They could be understood. How they could be understood? From our reasoning only, through logic only, through facts only. They are true in itself, right? No one can question that. So this is rationalism. Understood? Then Rene Descartes and Spinoza and Leibniz, all of these are what? Rationalist philosophers. Then comes empiricism. Now what is empiricism? As I said, that empiricism is post priori, right? It is post priori, means existing later on, that it is dependent on experience. Sense, perception, observations are the foundation of knowledge. If you are observing that particular thing, if you are observing it, if you are seeing it, if you are analyzing that, then that object is actually existing. So for example, I can see this pen, right? I can touch this pen. So this, through empiricism, through this experience, I can say that yes, this object is actually existing. Then no innate ideas. Empiricism, because they only believe on the things which are existing in reality through experiences, they don't believe in innate ideas, because according to them, they cannot see those innate ideas. There is no valid proof of existence of those innate ideas. Then only sense impressions, knowledge begins with experience and reflections on it. Agree? Then no innate ideas, only sense impressions. Then this says that induction is the method of arriving to a truth. Now, induction is that combining all of it whole as a whole together, we lead to certain truths. Then the sun will rise tomorrow, knowledge based on repeated experiences. Now, because we have seen this, that sun was rising yesterday also, and it's going to rise tomorrow also, and today also. So this factor, this history, this evolvement, what it shows, that it is going to rise today also. Then empirical truths. So whenever you are touching any hot object, right, you understood that that object is hot by touching it first time, right? You had that experience first, that burning sensation was there, so your mind will understand that you don't have to touch that object again, right? So this is happened. How this happened? This has happened through touching, right? Through experience you got to know about it. John Locke was empiricism. Now let's understand his theory and his philosophy. What did he say? What exactly he was building upon? Now, according to him, ideas come from experience, not innate. So he was a philosopher who said that ideas are something that are coming through experience only. So these innate ideas, the idea that they are in our mind from the birth, this was refuted by that idea in our mind existing since birth. It was refuted by him, right? Then nothing in mind unless first in senses. So according to him, any object, any reality, whatever is happening in this world is through senses only. If senses cannot prove it, if they cannot be known through senses, if I cannot know this pen through my senses, by the way I touch it, by the way I see it, I see its color, so it's existing to me, it's existing to Locke. But if I cannot perceive it, I cannot see it, Locke won't believe it. So imagine that Locke is sitting in a room and someone says that there is a fire outside your room, you have to come out of the room. He won't go out, right? Why he won't go out? Because he didn't see the fire in like himself, right? So this was kind of the philosopher he was. Sources of knowledge, sensory experience. I said that outer world is known through sensory experiences, reflection, inner sense, thoughts and feelings. Sensory experience, first you are actually understanding that yes, this is the pen. By seeing the color, by touching it, by seeing the hardness of it, right? I'm understanding that this is the pen, right? Then your mind reflects to it. It makes, it makes thoughts, it makes feelings about it. Your inner sense understands it. Every analyzing, every thought, after analyzing, you get to know that yes, this is the reality and this is the pen and this is actually existing in the real world. So this was the Locke's philosophy. Now let's understand the another thing, sensation and reflection, a very important topic in Locke's sources of ideas. So source of ideas from external world. Sensations are that are existing through which I am getting knowledge outside, right? So suppose this pen that I am holding, I am getting sensation of this pen through this pen, right? So I am getting sensation from the outer object, right? Then five senses are there: sight, hearing, touch, taste and smell. Agree? Then it provides raw data for the mind. The data is very raw, it's not clear and it's precise, it's raw data. Then example, color, sound and texture. Like I just said that I am seeing this pen, I can see the color of this pen, that is a black color, right? I can see and I can feel the hardness of it, right? So my hand is also telling through the sensation, through that reflection, that yes, this is actually existing, it is in my hand, it's the reality. So it's because of what? Sensation. Now after sensation, mind's activity is thinking, it's reasoning, there are introspections. So after analyzing that black color is there, hardness is there, my mind is analyzing that yes, this is the kind of object that I have seen before also, this is the kind of object that I use for certain purposes, and after this reflection I come to this conclusion that yes, this actually exists. It is organizes and processes ideas from sensation. So reflection is actually dependent on sensation. Understood? It creates new connections. Example, forming ideas of justice or friendship. So for example, your friend is actually existing. You can see your friend, you can touch your friend, right? You are talking to your friend. So by hearing, you are understanding. So these are what? These are sensation. You are understanding that yes, your friends is existing. But the idea of friendship, the idea of that love, the idea of that feeling is through what? Reflection, right? So this is forming ideas like justice is there, right? So there are different rules made out, there are different aspects that are made of justice, but how will you define justice? That's through reflection. Understood? Now, theory of knowledge, that is rationalist view. So according to them, some truths are a priori, that they are known before experiences, right? Then every event has a cause. So according to them, every event, doesn't matter what it is, it has a cause, right? So this is a cause and effect theory of Locke. So I say this to my students class also, that when it comes to cause and effect of the theories of any philosopher, make sure that you are writing separately in some notebook, because cause and effect theory is something which comes in every examination, and when, especially when you have to compare the philosopher, it gets very tough to analyze it and distribute it, because some of the philosophers give same examples, so it gets confusing to analyze it and understand it and then differentiate it. So make sure that you have a separate paper for cause and effect theories of all the philosophers altogether. Okay. So empiricist view, that it rejects rational intuitions, right? It only believes on experiences. So whatever logic or facts they are coming up with, that rationalism coming up with, they rejects it, right? Then all truths are posteriori, that is after experiencing they are coming to the knowledge, to the understanding, to the analysis. Then truth comes only through observation experiences. Whatever you are perceiving, whatever you are hearing, whatever you are thinking, those things about the existence of that object is through experiences only, through senses only, right? Then Cole's rejections, these are the rejections that he gave for different philosophers. He rejected Plato's derived ideas, he rejected Descartes' clear and distinct ideas, then Spinoza's good ideas, and Leibniz' truth of reasons, which we can discuss in the next class. So this is the philosophy, this is the theory of Locke. So this is the first part I'll be covering of Locke philosophy. So if you want that I cover all of the empiricist and rationalist view, then you can comment in the section. I'll be waiting for you. Also, you can tell me if you want PYQs and if you want analysis of particular single philosophers, that also I can come up with, because I understand differentiating the philosophers on basis of rationalism and empiricism, and especially like the example I gave of cause and effect, and there are different things that comes in the exam, and it gets very difficult to distribute all of that. So if you want me to come with analysis with simple verification, then I can come with that also. You can write your queries, your doubts, and whatever you want in the PPT or in my teaching style, you can comment in the section. I'll be waiting for you to clear your doubts. So we'll end it here. This is me, Shivani Tyagi, and I'll be waiting for you at Plutus IAS if you want to join my classes. Thank you.